In reality, juggling is a carefully chosen exercise that enhances her overall game. For a tennis player at the highest level, small details matter, and Świątek's juggling is not simply a fun activity. It is a targeted routine designed to sharpen her body and mind before she steps into battle. Tennis is a sport of remarkable demands. It requires quick reactions, precise timing, sharp concentration, and the ability to make split-second decisions under pressure. The ability to return a 120-mile-per-hour serve or adjust to the unpredictable bounce of a ball relies heavily on hand-eye coordination, reflexes, and rhythm. Juggling serves as a perfect pre-match tool to prime these skills. By keeping multiple balls in motion, the brain is forced to track several moving objects at once, synchronize movements between the eyes and hands, and maintain rhythm. This neurological activation translates directly onto the court, where players must constantly adjust to balls traveling at different speeds, spins, and trajectories. Another benefit of juggling lies in its ability to enhance focus. Tennis matches often last several hours, and the intensity of rallies demands unwavering concentration. Juggling requires Świątek to block out distractions, center her mind, and maintain control over her movements. In this sense, juggling is both physical and mental preparation. It clears her head and allows her to enter what athletes often call a flow state, where execution becomes natural and instinctive. For a player known for her mental toughness, like Świątek, such exercises provide a bridge from pre-match nerves to match-ready composure. Additionally, juggling promotes ambidexterity and balance between the two hands. Tennis is a sport that emphasizes dominant hand coordination, but the non-dominant hand plays a crucial role as well, especially in maintaining balance, assisting with the two-handed backhand, and coordinating the toss on the serve. By juggling, Świątek trains both hands equally, forcing them to cooperate seamlessly. This bilateral development contributes to smoother overall movement and coordination on the court. There is also a motor skills dimension to juggling that closely mirrors tennis. A rally often requires players to move quickly into position, prepare the racket, and strike the ball in rhythm. Timing is everything. Similarly, juggling teaches precision of movement, as even the slightest miscalculation in timing can cause the balls to fall. The repetitive practice of controlling objects in the air strengthens the neurological pathways responsible for timing and rhythm, directly benefiting her stroke production and footwork synchronization. Pre-match routines are also about psychology. Rituals give athletes stability, grounding them in familiar actions that help manage stress and prepare mentally. For Świątek, juggling likely provides a calming yet activating ritual that bridges the gap between warm-up exercises and stepping into match play. It signals to her brain and body that the moment to perform is approaching. Such routines are crucial in the high-pressure environment of professional tennis, where mental clarity can be the difference between victory and defeat. From a conditioning perspective, juggling likely activates the upper body without straining it. Unlike heavy hitting before a match, it warms up the forearms, wrists, and shoulders in a low-impact way. These joints and muscles are heavily involved in tennis, particularly in generating spin, controlling the racket head, and stabilizing the arm during high-intensity rallies. By keeping the movements short, controlled, and repetitive, juggling provides just enough stimulation to prime the body for more dynamic movements once the match begins. Another layer of juggling's importance lies in its stimulation of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself. Research has shown that juggling can induce structural changes in the brain, particularly in areas responsible for visual tracking and motor control. For a tennis player, This means faster processing of visual information, sharper anticipation, and smoother execution under pressure. Świątek's choice to incorporate juggling is therefore not only about immediate benefits, but also about long-term skill development. It is also worth noting that juggling helps sharpen reaction time. In tennis, the difference between a clean... One striking example is a drill where she lies flat on her back while her coach swings a tennis ball slowly above her face, almost in a pendulum motion. From the outside, it looks like she is being hypnotized, her eyes fixed on the yellow blur as it moves rhythmically from side to side. Yet, beneath this calm appearance, her brain is being trained for one of the most important aspects of tennis: visual focus and concentration. This drill enhances her ability to lock onto moving objects with precision, a skill that translates directly to following the ball during a match. By forcing her to track the tennis ball's movement in a relaxed state, Świątek developed steadier eye control and improved reaction times. The simplicity of the motion hides its neurological benefits. Her visual system becomes more efficient, her timing sharper, and her capacity to sustain focus under pressure stronger. It also acts as a psychological warm-up. The slow, pendulum-like swing has a calming effect, regulating her breathing and steadying her nerves before she steps onto the court. Tennis matches are mentally taxing, and entering with a clear, composed mind is just as crucial as a thorough physical warm-up. Finally, this exercise builds anticipation skills. On court, a player must constantly read the ball's trajectory and spin in fractions of a second. By practicing focused tracking in such a controlled drill, Świątek conditions her brain to respond instinctively during rallies. What appears as a simple, almost hypnotic routine is, in reality, a highly effective way to sharpen her eyes, calm her nerves, and mentally prepare for the battles ahead. Świątek is often seen performing a drill where she extends her arms forward, raises her thumbs, and carefully tracks their movements with her eyes. Known informally as the following her thumbs exercise, it is a deceptively simple yet highly effective routine for sharpening focus and concentration before stepping on court. This drill primarily trains visual tracking and coordination between the eyes and brain. By isolating her gaze on her thumbs as they move, Świątek strengthens her ability to sustain attention on a target, a skill that directly translates into following a tennis ball at high speed. It enhances her concentration by eliminating distractions, forcing her mind into a state of singular focus. The exercise also calms her breathing and regulates her nervous system, helping her shift into a composed yet alert mindset. Tennis requires players to stay intensely focused during long rallies, while quickly recovering mentally between points. The thumb tracking drill prepares her to handle these transitions with clarity.